Factual programming, known more commonly today as documentaries. They are literally a piece of cinema that document real life and factual events. They are a rapidly growing industry which has changed considerably since it began. But where did it begin, and how exactly has it changed? To an extent, the first films ever made were in fact documentaries. These were called actuality films as they documented real-life events such as boat stocking or factory workers. The first documentary that was considered an original film was by a man named Robert Flaherty in 1922. It was called Nanak of the North and followed a family of Eskimos. He filmed this on an Oakley 35mm motion picture camera, which I'll discuss in more detail later. Moving on into the 1930s and 40s, documentaries became commonly used for propaganda by Nazi Germany, America and Britain. These films were especially used during World War II. This was when factual programming began to lose its identity due to the films being propaganda, meaning not all information in them was true. Between the 1940s and 1990s was when documentaries began to really evolve. This was due to technology getting better and lighter, which meant it was more portable and easier for filmmakers to catch unexpected moments. Documentaries now are a completely evolved industry. One of the biggest names in documentaries today is David Attenborough, known most commonly for his BBC documentary Planet Earth, which is a cinematic masterpiece. Attenborough can be recognised solely by his voice from the narration of his films. With documentaries today, they don't exactly have to be cinematically excellent. However, they must either be of an exceptional quality or have an interesting subject. Blackfish is a film that has had extreme success. It's not cinematically brilliant like Planet Earth, however, it is extremely interesting and emotional. Both are successful for different reasons. Filmmakers also started being more involved in their films. For example, films like Super Size Me have the filmmaker actually partaking in what the film is about, almost experimenting with it, but this is bringing a new kind of raw element to factual programming. Back to Robert Flaherty. When filming Nanak of the North, he used an Oakley 35mm motion picture camera. This was invented by a man named Carl Oakley. He created it to better suit his in-field style of filmmaking. It was nicknamed the pancake camera because of its shape. The shape of the camera meant the shutter angle was larger so it could let 30% more light in, which made it easier to shoot in-field without having to use lighting equipment. The Oakley was so successful, it was still being used 20 years after its creation. Nowadays, documentary films with high budgets will often use digital cinema cameras such as the Red Epic or the ARRI Amira, which was labelled as the perfect documentary camera upon release. Lower budget productions use higher-end digital SLR cameras such as the Canon 5D. However, it is becoming increasingly easier for low-budget films to be close to the quality of a high-budget production. It is rumoured that by the end of 2017, all of Canon's digital SLR cameras will be able to film in 4K. Something that has also played into documentaries being more cinematic is the rise of drones, which are essentially flying cameras that can film incredible 4K shots that used to only be achievable by helicopter. This is how low-budget films are beginning to test high-budget films and can compete with their quality. Due to the development of equipment over the years and the likes of mobile phones and YouTube, literally anyone can get their message out there in a high-quality, easily accessible form. So that's how it went from here to here.